Hey everyone, I'm Zuch here in Calgary, running for school board trustee in wards 12 and 14. Good morning. Hey, so I've done a couple videos on curriculum, particularly at the Adores. Parents who are also teachers have a lot of questions about the curriculum and what we're going to do it because it's so different than previous years. I talked to a lot of parents at the Adores who are not teachers, and they categorically do not have an opinion on it when I press them for examples or exactly what's going on, because I haven't had a strong opinion either. There's just not getting that feedback. So I decided to jump in. I'm looking at grade 2 curriculum because I have a grade 2 seven-year-old, yeah, she's 7, in CBE this year, and even though they're not going through the new curriculum, I wanted to find out exactly what she would be learning and what I can do this year to make her successful in grade 3 when they are going to be taking the curriculum. So we've gone through math, we've gone through science. You can find my videos on LinkedIn, Facebook, and YouTube if you're interested in that. And we're looking at social studies this week, grade 2 social studies. Now, I will say that there is, I've been thinking about this for a week because there is a lot more information in social studies curriculum than there was in math and science and what I reviewed. And I thought, well, this is a lot of heavy lifting. I understand why there's a concern and how all these concepts are going to be brought across. Now, I'm not a professional teacher. I don't pretend to be. I have done a lot of teaching for adult. I was a trainer at NATE up in Edmonton for continuing education, and I've done an awful lot of corporate training as well on technical subjects. So I do have some ideas, but I'm approaching this as a parent and what I need to do as a parent to make sure that my kids are successful and what they are going to be learning so that I can help them at home through some of these subjects. So that's what I'm looking at, and that's my perspective here. Now, grade 1 and 2, you can see here, and this is different than what I've done in the other videos because there is so much content with ignoring grade 1 and what they've learned in the previous year. It just makes this whole thing insurmountable. And of course, next year when this curriculum is in place across Alberta, the grade 2 kids, well, unless grade 1 teachers and grade 1 parents step up and start preparing them for the new grade 2 curriculum next year, I mean, it's going to be massive. Especially for social studies here. So we're going to go through this. Grade 1, we're learning about First Nations history and traditions. Grade 2, we're learning about medieval civilizations and largely Western traditions. We've got some ideas and timelines at 30,000 years ago and some cultural benefits, so the heritage of ancient Greece and Rome and whatnot. And you know, even when I went through elementary, holy cow, that's forever ago, we were learning about ancient Greece and Rome. So there's got to be a lot of material out there. There's introduction to ideas like BC AD, BCE, and as we look further down, those concepts are introduced in grade 1. So here we have creation stories. So First Nations creation stories in grade 1, and in grade 2 we're talking about world religions. And so we have Greek, Chinese, and African traditions that we're going to tell. And you know, our kids are so influenced by the stories they're already told through Disney or through Netflix or whatever. I think I'm not a great storyteller, but I think conveying all this knowledge through stories is what's going to happen over the next couple years, because there's a tremendous amount of information here, but kids really absorb stories. And so one of the other things I would say is a good part of our communities, particularly in Southeast Calgary, within their families follow either a Muslim tradition or a Jewish tradition or a Christian tradition, and so those traditions are embedded in how they grow up, what their parents teach them, and so there's a basis of some of this. This is not just brand new, never heard of these things before, and certainly with the religions that come from Judaism and Christianity and Islam. These are all, they do have some common prophets and understandings in them that do carry over from one to another. And so if it's a Muslim family, there's a basis of Muslim traditions there, and then we're adding Christian traditions and Jewish traditions to the side of that, and the same thing with Jewish families as well. So anyways, I think there's a lot of information there. Art and culture, Chinese, African ruins. There are civilizations that come before us. Now we also have here common eras and grade 1, again, lots of different stories and traditions, and we're talking about as Bill and Ted would say, Socrates and Plato, Aristotle. So some of the basis, Romulus and Remus. These are really big concepts that I think has been around forever. Pax Romana. This is not new stuff. I mean, if this is stuff that I was taught when I was in elementary, and if it's not taught these days, I have no idea. If it's not taught these days, then I would ask, why not? Life and death. Well, that's come to some heavy stuff. Islam as well, great stuff there. What else do we got? Charlemagne, so from Western traditions as well, how we got from then to now. And of course, First Nations, looks like from all over the world, First Nation cultures and traditions. So lots of stuff here. What do we got here? Anglo-Saxons, so kings and queens. Again, lots of stuff that carries over from Disney. I can't see our kids not figuring that out. And then we've got First Nations First Nations stories and government style, and then we've got democracy, which both of them were in circles, we're talking together, debating ideas and coming up with a consensus. So it's nice that they've got that from grade 1 to grade 2. What else do we got here? Ancient societies, hereditary rulers, so kings and queens, and passing down the authority. Spatial understanding. So again, big concepts, but started in grade 1, it's passed on to grade 2. Natural disasters. We've got different natural disasters here. Migration of people. So hardships that we've all faced and all of our heritage and traditions faced over the years. Silk Road, I get a lot of this, particularly a month or two ago, about what the Silk Road can't possibly be taught to grade 2 students. And honestly, I think that's ballyhoo. I mean, it's we're traders, and we had people on horse and camels and whatever going all the way to China, which is really far away. I don't know how long it took them, maybe years to get back and forth, probably years. But the idea that kids, my kids, would not be able to understand that they went to a different country to learn different traditions, and that they would not be able to grasp that concept just seems outlandish to me. So let's move on beyond the Silk Road. Goods and services, so trading, sharing, good stuff there. distribution, resources, and commodities. So an incremental increase in knowledge between the two of those. And let's see here, cooperative relationships. Sharing, employment, okay, trading, gifting, employment is a Western tradition. Money and how we decide what we have, and of course that's the same increase there. So there, I mean, there's a lot of things. Meal plan require may so yeah, factors, important stuff. So, anyways, I don't think there's this is more significant than anything I saw. I understand that the creators of the curriculum definitely want to get some very strong basis for financial planning and understanding some life skills as the kids get into grades 6, 7, 8, and 9. And I think there's a lot of stories in here that can be told to help them understand. Big changes, as I understand it, for teachers and for students, and parents really need to get involved in this as well to get this sorted out. Okay, I'm Dar with here in Calgary, running for school board trustee in wards 12 and 14. That's Southeast Calgary. Please come out to vote on October 18th. Check out the various trustees in the different parts of the city, both Calgary, Edmonton, and throughout Alberta, because it really does, it is really important to get a good team up there. With the perspective of parents and how what we need to do to make our kids successful in the next decade and beyond. Okay, check me out together dot for a stronger Alberta.ca is my website. Thanks to everyone for watching. Bye for now.